And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a PubCast. This is the very first episode. With me today is Broodmother. How you doing today, Brood?
I'm good, Slant. How are you?
I mean, I'm doing pretty well. Oh, sorry for not introducing myself. My name is Slant. As I said before, I have Broodmother with me. It's gonna be a little rough on the first ride. Expect not to see that many kills and see some crappy camera work.
Yeah, definitely.
But PubCast is basically a public concast in a sense. It's kind of like Schlongcast, but still, even with like lower level people. I mean, you got 1,700 people.
Shorter slongs,
1,500.
basically.
Shorter slongs, exactly. Shout out to Comely Enigma, because they're amazing. And right now we got the picking stage almost underway. It's about done. It's got 5 seconds left.
We had a first pick Devo ready up immediately, then we've got some over-carrying happening on the Hellborn team, looks like. And a bunch of random picks at the end. So let's start going over the teams then? You want to start with Hellborn, Slant?
Oh yeah, I mean, we're going to give a little shout out to everyone who's in the game.
Yeah, that definitely.
Once we get the scoreboards up, and it should be pretty easy.
Cool.
Alright, we got Crisis Core playing that Bubbles here, OGC Freestyle playing Plague Rider, I'm Flash, Scout, Zoifix on Nomad, and Patrick Starr on Pharaoh. What do you think of that team?
Well, I'm a bit questioning the double pick and insta ready on Nomad and Scout. I mean, there's definitely a lot of farming, and with their bubbles heading mid, that's gonna leave Scout long lane with Plague maybe.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Nomad doesn't need as much farm once you think about it.
Yeah,
I mean, he's kind of like that snowball hero early, but doesn't have as much of a late game presence.
he's less item dependent, definitely.
Yeah. And then let's see here, on the Legion team, we got Summy Young Guy, Blaze playing that Devour, insta ready up. He's going mid. Lazem on Pestilence, he's bot. And with that Succubus Ginger, what is the rest of his name?
Ginger Ninja.
Ginger Ninja. I thought that was something else at first because I just saw the N-I. Ginger Ninja. Yeah, exactly. And he's going to be bought with Pestilence. We got Trina here on that Glacius. Got some wards already. And we got Kraken on Light Ramus. I mean, their team looking pretty decent. I mean, you got Scout Warden right there.
Interesting ward placement. Also interesting that he got the shield and the hatchet, but instead of tangos or runes to play, he got a mana pot instead. So it's gonna be he and Pharaoh matched up against this Pestilence Succubus lane. I have to wager that they're gonna get pretty well stomped, and Scout's farm is gonna be crap.
I mean, that's about how I'm seeing that lane too. You got that Bubbles versus Devour mid. I mean, Bubbles is a pretty good choice against going against that Devour. Landing those hooks, he could just shell surf out of there. You just got to be careful on that one. Plague Rider harassing a little bit. He didn't get that
Contagion
first.
level 1, yeah.
And then, you know, like that's the whole reason I would want to send Plague Rider bot personally, is so that he can keep that lane pushed back closer to their tower at least.
Exactly. But yeah, let's go over some other starting items. Oh, it looks like Scout got some tangos delivered to him immediately, so it's turning out to not be such a horrible idea.
Quite a bit of harass going on this Kraken in top lane with that level 1 Contagion nuke and those Mirage Strikes going out from Nomad. I'm pretty sure he's used one, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, he's only used he's used one.
They're gonna have a decent time. Right now we also see Bubbles pushing Devo back into his side of the map, but he does have that full bottle.
Oh, there's the hook, and it misses just barely.
But he knew he was gonna have to regen the mana anyways with the health, so why not? Of course, if he had hooked him, he might have gotten himself killed. That's a thing you have to worry about with Devo versus bursty heroes. Oh, we have Pharaoh getting chased down, and the Bloodlust happens.
You know, I missed that Bloodlust, so like we were saying earlier, this bottom lane is not going to be very easy for that Scout and Pharaoh, especially being double melee against two decent disables. I mean, you got Succubus with the Mesmerize and Pestilence follow up with that stun, and then they could just keep on harassing after that. More Mirage Strikes coming out here on Kraken. And Bubbles harassing with that Shell Surf, it looks like. Trying to get a couple last hits, maybe.
Yep, looks like he's the lucky fella to grab the regen rune. It's been sitting top for a while. But he doesn't have his bottle
Well, he
yet.
does have...
So he
does
just
have, oh, yeah, he's just got to pick it up. Well, he does have that Scout
we got
Ward.
people being pretty aggressive again bot lane. We have this Pestilence. It can pretty much scare off Pharaoh and Scout by himself, it seems. Harassment from Pharaoh's.
Oh, there's a bash on Pestilence, or Scout here. They're not going to do anything about it, though. Knowing Succubus doesn't have enough mana to cast both their spells.
Oh, we got some action. Top.
They're chasing Glacius. I don't think they're going to get him. Nope, they're not. Got Devourer starting to head here. He's looking for the rune, or he's going to try to set up a gank here. They don't have a ward on this side for the Hellborn side, so they don't know. I'm sure Bubbles is calling miss right now, hopefully, letting his team know. But this could be pretty decent if Devour could. Oh, there's the stun. Oh, he's gonna run right into. Oh, he hooks him, and there's the kill. I would.
If I think about it, he probably could have gotten away with killing him without using that, and then secured the kill on Nomad.
Yeah, that's that's what I was thinking too. Scout Invis over here buying stuff from the shop. I mean, in the lane against that, especially when it's pushed up that far, going to that shop is extremely dangerous. Luckily, Scout has that invis, so there's the Heartache on the Pharaoh, regenerating some of Succubus's life.
And we have Bubbles.
She's got that.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, she's got that Glacius aura there, helping. I'm sure helping her out because she uses quite a bit of mana, and she's still pretty high on that mana pool right now. What were you saying with Bubbles?
I was just about to say that with Devourer heading top, Bubbles is getting, well, he's leading the pack on the GPM tab at 260, whereas Devourer, even with his kill, is still sitting at 162. I find that's a problem a lot of pub players have with Devourer, is that they can set up some decent ganks, but no matter what they do, their GPM is pretty crappy.
I mean, I could totally agree with that. We've seen my Devour play from personal experience. I'll just deny myself so many times. My GPM is still terrible.
Exactly.
I think I find. Oh, there's a bash on the Scout. Oh, there's the stun. Pharaoh's launching out the rocket. They sleep Pharaoh though. I mean, Scout's invis here. Maybe they're gonna try to set something up.
Mummy wall going on.
Oh, but Mummy wall's
they aren't divided.
Scout's going.
Scout might get this.
Pretty low. Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna. Oh, the creeps are gonna not finish him off. Pestilence gets the kill on Pharaoh.
A little bit interesting. If either team had decided to focus one,
just focus,
then they would have.
Oh, Devour is gonna try to set something up on Scout here. He's not gonna get there in time. Bubbles is heading over there just in case. Being level 6 with those 2 illusions he's got on him. How's top lane doing? Glacius up here. Where's that Kraken? Level 3. He's got working on those steam boots. It looks like bully string armband and gloves of Swift.
Just roaming to mid lane
sitting
no
mid
particular
for some reason. Yeah. He's just kind of like, what's going on, Bubbles? I'm here to use my splash attack on you because I'm Magic Carp. And then Bubbles getting another rune here. It's gonna be regen. That's gonna be real nice for him for later.
So
I mean, leaving this Glacius, if anyone, you'd want the Glacius to roam over here. There's the torrent on Bubbles.
Sets himself up
Gets
for
one auto attack in. Bubbles is going in for manning up here. Devour's gonna break the chain. Is Bubbles gonna try anything? There's the hook and misses. Bubbles activates the regen.
Hey, he's probably gonna turn around on the
it.
Devour right here. I don't.
He's got 1 second till a Shell Surf, and he uses the hill and misses that auto attack. I think that might have killed him actually. Oh, and the silence comes out for the kill.
That was actually a pretty decent silence as it cancelled the ultimate that had already been cast by Devourer. Ultimately saving his life.
Hold it right there.
Yeah. Succubus sleeping Scout. They were trying something down here while Pestilence is away. Not gonna do very much though.
A little bit of tower dive in action.
Succubus can make it.
Sorry.
No, I didn't even see anyone.
Well, Bubbles almost
going
got
for
Kraken.
Kraken?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the Tormented Soul, bringing Kraken to 30 HP. That's a close one. And oh, Pharaoh goes down. Scout may also go. Oh, he invises just in time. Getting away with probably around 60 HP.
We don't have to guess.
Pretty
We
close
can
ones
just
for
look
Scout.
at him.
I know. Alright, that's what it is.
Mr. Kill top, Devour rolling up.
And there's the hook for the finishing kill. I mean, what are you thinking of this game right now? I mean, Devour is playing a much more active role than Bubbles, it seems like, right now.
Yeah, that's definitely a good point. We've got the kills are 5-3, and right now Pestilence is actually getting at least compared to.
There's the ultimate coming out from Bubbles. The stun's gonna come out. Kraken goes through it. And
ooh, just enough.
Bubbles gets him the hook on Plague Rider though. Are they gonna try to turn this around? The slow
They
from
should
Devour
be able to
coming
take
out.
Devour unless he has another hook. He's running out of mana and
Devour loses.
bets.
Bubbles misses the Shell Surf. A little bit of misplay from both of them. Devour lost track of Plague Rider in the fog, and Bubbles completely missed the Shell Surf.
He has another Shell Surf in 1 second, but he's getting back. Devour is getting back up.
They're guarding that double damage. Oh, Nomad takes it though. He gets ultimate. There's a silence from Bubbles, and with that double damage, just doing so much damage. Basically took away, I'd have to say, good out of that Devour life, most of it.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that this Nomad has a bottle now. He's using it to regen some of his health. It's not particularly the best pickup, especially when you have a Bubbles who is having a decent time mid. He's now at the top of the GPM charts, but he's also controlling those runes pretty well.
Well, yeah, he's had complete utter rune control this game because that Scout Eye, but that Scout Eye is gone now. If you noticed, I mean, you got a ward coming out here from Ginger Ninja, looking at this bot rune.
Oh, we're gonna kill top Plague Rider, getting killed by a solo Kraken. No ultimate even from that Kraken, so just gotta wonder if he was overextending.
You got Pharaoh down here. Once he gets to level 6, I hope he plays a more active role. Let's Scout try to farm down here as much as possible. As Pharaoh goes and sets up some ganks.
They've not been having a great time.
They're actually switching Scout up with Nomad. Looks like Scout's heading towards that top lane, gonna start farming. Bubbles back to mid against that Glacius, Shell Surfing for some creeps. Oh, the hook out from Devour onto Nomad. And he's gonna get ulted. That should be the kill. Oh, he's trapped, but he's the invisible. He's running, and they got him. And then Pharaoh's trying to come in here with that Hellfire. Not gonna work. But Bubbles coming in from the side, puts the taunt on Devour.
Is he gonna be able to get the kill?
I was just gonna break the ult, and then he gets the dumpster taunt on him. And he just got dumpstered.
I was hoping for a deny attempt there, actually. Because Devour does have a chalice. He must have just.
No, he doesn't have a chalice, damn. Oh. Bubbles must have a chalice then. Yes, Bubbles does have a chalice. Good play on Bubbles' part.
That's why you always buy a chalice on Devour. Because with that death, Devour is now the lowest farmer in the game. Despite all of his ganks.
Ultimate coming out from Plague Rider. Good ultimate, bouncing between everything. Gets Glacius. Glacius almost gets the kill. The ult from Scout gets the kill on Kraken. Double tap coming out for Scout. He got both those.
Oh, but he's dead.
Oh, the ultimate coming around from Succubus now. Overextending and I thought Devour was about to kill
with his ultimate, an extra ultimate.
With his ultimate.
And
his ultimate went off actually. He didn't even did he even get in a oh no.
Bottom Pharaoh was getting rolled by
a rope to pause right here. Oh. This Pestilence is actually doing a really good job. Was a good pick against that Scout, of course, because the ultimate and Nomad, I mean, but with all that minus armor coming out, and with Kraken's minus armor, we could see Pestilence do. Oh, and there's the kill from Bubbles. Bubbles being a legendary, as he is. They've got a ward up here finally. Crisis Corp set that ward. What? Someone picked up an Astrolabe, I'm pretty sure. I think that was. Oh, that must have been Plague Rider. Plague Rider picking up an early Astrolabe. 12 minutes in. Bubbles and Nomad in this mid lane. You got Devour and Glacius here. Devour's looking to set something up. I think the creeps might have saw him in the trees. But back to this top lane here. There's nothing too interesting going up. The tower's getting pretty low at top for the Hellborn. Bubbles maybe trying to set something up. The Legion team's back though, so but Kraken's in a terrible position once you look at it.
He's completely surrounded by the entire team.
Except that one.
He's about to get picked off. Pharaoh doesn't even need to use his ultimate to isolate this poor guy. And Kraken.
But his team is not coming.
Crashes into a tree. But if the whole team comes over to him, he's gonna be able to set up the most.
Devour tried to hook Kraken
Doesn't even
out.
have the mana to ultimate, so.
And there's another wall coming out. Bubbles coming in, gets an ultimate on Succubus and Devour. Scout picking up a kill on Succubus. Glacius is gonna try to get away. Scout ulting. Nomad charges. Doesn't even let the Scout ult go off.
Well, it wouldn't have been in time. Now we have Pestilence manning up to defend the tower. So, all in all, in favor of the Hellborn on that fight. Obviously, Pestilence wasn't there yet. And the thing about Pestilence is, well, he's a snowballing hero, sure, and he has the best farm on the Legion team, but without that PK, he doesn't have the potential to dominate quite so easily. So, especially the fact that he wasn't in that fight, there's like nothing the Legion can really do.
Yep, bash on the Scout, Nomad charging in, Scout's gonna maybe try something, he attacks the
it's
stun.
kind of a bad idea.
He's in a lot of trouble actually. The tower, but here comes the rest of the team. Nomad, or Pharaoh ulting the creeps, Glacius ult coming out here, doing a lot of damage to Plague Rider, Astrolabe healing them all up though. Devour's coming in with Invis though, let's see what he does.
He's not Invis anymore.
His Invis just wore off though, but he's ulting Nomad here. Plague Rider does the Contagion nuke, Scout's gonna ult, and there's the Plague Rider ult bouncing to nothing. And, you know, that was
Plague Rider walking into two heroes.
And Plague Rider gonna get caught out here, walking in. And Succubus ult coming out here on Bubbles
that's
though.
4v1, I think he's
Bubbles
gonna...
in a lot of danger.
Big plays.
He's in the trees.
Of course, they can see him. So they might just blast him out.
They know he's there. He activates the... and the hook from the back. He was trying so hard to stay alive.
That was gonna be the play of the game if... But the Pestilence ultimate. Another unfortunate thing for him is that he used the shell surf too early. Well, let's see, is it still level 1? Take cover.
It's take cover.
Okay, so it's only half a second.
That's level 1.
He might have been able to use that to juke instead of an auto attack, juke a hook or something.
I don't know. That with only half a second there, it's pretty tough to get that. Like I've tried to dodge Valkyrie arrows with that half second. It's like mid arrow, the arrow's like above my head, and it just hits me right in the face.
It's just so fat, it just explodes you.
It's just so. And then is this tower in deny range yet? Nope. It's about, I'd say 20 HP away from being denied. Well, since it's slowed down a little bit here, let's take a look at items. You got Devour with that bottle, farming at only 150 GPM. Bubbles comes in here taking out Glacius with that Shell Surf Silence combo.
Poor Glacius.
Let's see.
The Legion have destroyed a
Hellborn
tower.
You got the Hellborn tower going up top. Pestilence gonna try. Oh no, he misses the stun. If he got that stun off though, he might have been able to get a kill on Pharaoh.
Bubbles roaming up to take care of that Pestilence though.
Yeah. And let's see here, Bubbles, the ultimate from Pharaoh coming out.
Decent initiation. It's just
Silences.
funny that the Pharaoh ultimate makes Bubbles and Shell Surf miss.
Succubus ultimate going on Plague Rider.
Gets taken out of the ultimate by either was it a silence or was it because Kraken?
Piece of cake.
I'm pretty sure it was a silence because it didn't push him out of. It didn't push him out of range because that wasn't that far. And Blue is completely owning Zoifix, who's on that Nomad here. Poor Nomad. Let's see here. Devour is trying to find someone in the jungle here. He's looking in. I think he's gonna end up going for this Bubbles. Nope. They find Scout, but Scout's just gonna invis right away. Kraken charges into a cliff. Doesn't move anywhere. They're looking to go on his Bubbles maybe now. Bubbles starting to back off. He knows he's in danger. Seeing them on Scout. Then here, let's see here. Devour coming out. Let's see if he lands the hook. Oh, and what a great take cover. Level 1. I'm surprised he actually was able to do that. I must just be terrible at that.
You're terrible at it, Slant. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth.
I know. That's just me. That's just me. I know.
But that's okay. It's
I'm a trash
PubCast.
Bubbles.
We're not pros.
Exactly. We're here to.
We're here to suck to make you feel not so bad about sucking.
Exactly. But back to items. That Pestilence picked up a our Warhammer, he could either be going BKB Shield Breaker, as
Here
far
we
as
have
I
Bubbles.
know.
Mid Bubbles
but
getting a little ballsy. In danger of getting hooked by Devour. He does have that take cover.
Well, they have vision of him now because that Pharaoh ults, or that Pharaoh rocket. I mean, there's the Shell Surf in. He's not gonna follow up.
Shell Surf takes a
Pharaoh
crap
ultimate
load
is
of
off
damage
cooldown.
off of Kraken. Kraken still, he's sitting around at the 108 GPM. Oh, and we have a very good Plague Rider ultimate.
Taking out Kraken and
Devour denies
Glacius.
himself.
Pharaoh ultimate coming out. Up and they sleep Pharaoh. Succubus ultimate coming out here. The mini stun's gonna stop that from Pharaoh. The ultimate from Pestilence coming out. The stun, they do pick off Pharaoh. I mean, overall there was a 2-for-3 exchange, but Devour denying himself. I mean, that didn't go as bad as you'd. That didn't go as bad as you'd think it would for the Legion team. Picking up those kills were, let's see here. Blue got a double tap. Oh no, the OG Freestyle got a double tap, which was, and then and Glacius, not Glacius. Pestilence goes down. Bubbles in a lot of trouble with that haste rune though. He's gonna get out just fine.
He's fine. He's actually starting to snowball more than Pestilence at this point. And I would say that the Legion, the Hellborn won that team fight just because they had Scout down here free farming, but I get the feeling that Scout isn't particularly confident about his abilities because he has these 2 electric eyes set up to protect that farm as he keeps the creep wave close to the enemy tower and not really pushing all that much. So I don't know, his GPM is still at 162, so the term free farm doesn't necessarily actually apply on this Scout right now.
This looks like he's trying to push the tower from what he's doing
now. Attempt. Kraken ultimate catching 3 heroes.
Picking off that Kraken. Ultimate from Bubbles on that Succubus. Succubus just gonna stand there. And what's going on? Glacius ultimate coming on down. Gonna destroy that OG Freestyle. Pick up another kill on that Devour.
No, just sitting there.
Nomad in a lot of trouble though here. And the Bubbles comes back in. He picks up the kill on Nomad, but gets taken out to the Pharaoh rocket.
Yeah, that was an interesting team fight. Kraken just sort of like walking around half health, half mana, not doing really much, and then just throws down a random ultimate that catches 3 heroes, which lets Devour try and pick off Plague Rider, but is unsuccessful. Just some interesting initiation. Keep seeing.
Of course, but with PubCast, you never know what to expect in these games. You can expect like some of the funniest plays in the world. There's just some of the crappiest initiations.
Manning up on the tower.
Getting pretty low, manning it up on it. Invis gonna keep farming, not getting like any of these last hits.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because that's the real point of auto-attacking creeps, is so that you can have the gold that comes out of them when they die.
Looking to defend this top lane here. You got 4 people rushing up here.
Everybody's
trying to stop
rushing.
these Bubbles. Go up, he ports away before Glacius is able to really do anything. Didn't do his Tundra Blast. Taking out these illusions. Succubus having a pretty hard time, it seems like, against them. Taking in like at least a good 6 auto attacks. And then, they're gonna find Plague Rider here, but the rest of the Hellborn teams here, I don't know if they're gonna try to. They are.
Ooh, and
they need the back
very
right now.
scary
The
Plague Rider
ultimate coming out. This is gonna be. That is just gonna destroy the entire team. Kraken getting away right now with 50
I think
HP.
Pharaoh has him though.
Look at Pharaoh has his ultimate.
Choosing not to use it instead.
He's gonna have a
dying.
rocket up here. See, gets the rocket off, gets a double tap right in the end. Nomad charging Glacius takes him out. Pestilence, the only one up for the Legion team now. It was a 4-for-1 exchange. They get the tower. Pestilence going in there, stunning Nomad. Nomad ulting.
So
those creeps are gonna
yeah,
proc
Pestilence runs away from a Bubbles and a Plague Rider with no mana each, and a Nomad that's half health. Interesting thing, Pestilence choosing to go for Shield Breaker first. I saw that Warhammer earlier and I thought, wow, an early Shrunken Head before the PK. It's not the worst pickup in the world, but Shield Breaker is not the worst pickup either, but it's not particularly the greatest because it's not giving him any survivability.
Oh yeah, what's this? Scout's got some. Scout picked up his Runed Axe right now. 22 minutes in, that's not too bad. He doesn't have his boots finished though, so should look to finish that. Gonna farm these neutrals. You got Pestilence coming down here, farming now. What Scout's pushed up. let's take a look at last hits actually here. I mean, you got Bubbles leading the GPM here by over 140 GPM. The highest on the Legion team is Pestilence, still at 220. You got Plague Rider, Scout, both above him, and then you got Nomad and Pharaoh sitting around that 200 mark, trying to get up there that high. And it's pretty even on the other side, besides that Bubble just escalating above everyone. And then you got kind of a staircase going down for the Legion team, but Bubbles with the 74 last hits, Pestilence with 61. Those are the two highest. Bubbles has more last hits, more kills, and more assists. He's been part of 17 kills out of the 25 on his team. He's been a real team player right now, doing what he does, being that Bubbles, playing that initiation role. Oh, I was going to talk about this earlier. What surprised me when that Plague Rider ultimate was going off, I'm surprised we didn't see Pharaoh ultimate on top of that and just trap them all in there to make sure it got all of them.
Hey.
Oh, Bubbles found his Glacius off.
Ooh, what a
uses the ultimate.
Decent hook.
Devour hooking him out though, but here comes the Shell Surf. He gets the kill. He's a Crisis Core, Ultimate Warrior. He's gonna use his take cover here, drinking some bottle charges.
Just mesmerizes herself.
Succubus sleeps herself.
Ooh, but
oh, then the Pharaoh ultimate coming out,
the
catching
smartest
two people.
idea.
Here
Pharaoh
comes Bubbles. Hook coming out on the Pharaoh. He gets taken out.
Decent Plague Rider ultimate, only hitting heroes, no creeps even.
These guys, yeah. Oh, and the Scout ultimate comes out, picks off Devour. I mean, they lost Pharaoh for another 3. I mean, or actually 4. After Glacius got picked off earlier, so and Scout manning up on this tower again. He
doesn't take crap from towers. He's a manly man. He even gave up his farming pursuits to come.
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
For a PubCast. The most amazing thing ever. I'm gonna have to say that's the biggest play so far. His Scout coming out of the lane.
Scout coming out just to get the ult someone for the kill.
Kill stealing like
he is 5-1 though, so he's not doing too bad. Pharaoh picks up his Helm of the Black Legion finally. Steam Boots finished on Scout. You got that Shaman's Headdress and Astrolabe coming on Plague Rider. He can take quite a bit of damage. Looks like Bubbles is going for a Nullstone at this moment.
Yeah, I'd say
picking up that Sustainer.
Bubbles wants to go for. There's a lot of stuff that can take it off though.
You got Nomad with that Helm of the Black Legion. Kraken here is not doing too well. Lowest GPM in the game right now with 84. Has those Steam Boots on intelligence. Succubus got some wards. Looking for. She's got that Major Totem. She'll either make that into a Gnome's Wisdom or a Tablet of Command. Personally hoping Tablet, get that positioning correct. Glacius here. Got a ward. Striders. Looking like another.
Did you see the Barrier Idol pick up on Plague Rider? Yeah, so that's definitely going to help against stuff like Devour and Kraken and Glacius. Even though Glacius' ultimate is sometimes spotty and the damage it deals, it can still wreck some fools.
Oh, Bubbles shell surfing in here, not going to do much. You got Devour here. Still working on that Shaman's Headdress. Not much you could do. I mean, he had a couple ganks early, but they kind of shut him down after that. I mean, he's 8-7. I think he's denied himself one time. So he's
couldn't get his Hellfire off, but the Barrier Idol is doing some work. Ooh.
And there's a great Kraken ultimate. All 5 with Glacius ultimate pouring down on it. The Plague Rider ultimate coming out, finishing it. They only take out 2 people. Bubbles coming in now. His team's probably like, where were you, Bubbles? We needed you. And then Pestilence here gonna try to take out someone. He's doing some damage here. He takes out Nomad.
Absolutely.
Oh no, Ginger Ninja takes out Nomad. They take out Plague Rider.
The Hellborn have destroyed the Legion
chasing
tower.
Bubbles now. Bubbles here got a shell surf right now.
Fine.
Let's see if Pestilence he's gonna use it, and then Pestilence not gonna chase anymore. Hopefully, oh maybe. Nope, he's gonna back finally. But what a Kraken ultimate!
Yeah, I mean,
completely
we
turning
ragged
that
on
fight
Kraken
around.
earlier. He's been having a hard time. He's 1-8, and his farm is still awful. But that was a pretty decent ultimate.
You gotta think. He has 8 assists now, so like 4 of them probably came from just that Kraken ultimate altogether.
8 of his
Bubbles here farming that top lane. He has 8 assists, so 4 of his assists probably came. Like 50% of his assists came from that Kraken ultimate. With that Glacius ult pouring down, even though that Glacius ult is only level 1.
Yeah,
doing a lot
the
of
barrier
damage,
idol did go off, but with the Kraken ultimate, with the Devourer Rot, and the Glacial Downpour, I'm pretty sure they got their money's worth out of the item, but it still didn't save them. So, we have Invisible Pestilence roaming around the jungle. If he's paying attention, he'll head over mid.
Yeah.
Oh, but they still have tower there. Which is actually pretty surprising. 27 minutes in. Tier 1.
Well, you gotta think though, like, if Pestilence had a portal key right then, he might be a lot more effective when that Kraken ultimate was going down. Gets in there, stuns, keeps him there for a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's really the point of Pestilence, is to lock people down while dealing a lot of damage. If he can't get up there, if he has to use his what's it called? If he has to use his flight, then he's a very squishy glass cannon, and he upgrades to shield breaker level 3.
Oh, Feral ultimate completely missing Pestilence.
It was close.
Skims the horn
like
on
that
Pestilence
hook
right there.
Almost hit somebody. No,
You like that hook? But it got that creep.
Creep did deserve it.
It did hit someone. Creep. Oh. Ult coming out. Oh, she did pick up that tablet.
And we're having another
Kraken ultimate coming out, catching 3 people. Playground ult bouncing around, getting some creeps. It looks like. Ultimate coming out from Succubus. They take out Bubbles. Playground going down as well.
Which is interesting because Pharaoh had his Hellfire on.
He's in a lot of trouble. Well, with so many targets there, it's hard to hit. And Nomad in trouble. Scout's in there. It looks like he's gonna try to take out Pestilence here. He's not gonna do it. Devourer's coming in here. Is Devourer gonna try to land a hook here? Oh, he gets the hook. Can he keep chasing? And he does. There's the genocide right there. These Kraken ultimates just turning team fights around.
Wait,
Did
no,
he just pick up another shield
it's already
breaker?
level 3.
Or, no, that's level 3. Like, he just said he bought a shield breaker, and I was like, oh. And Grave Locket being picked up by Glacius. But those Kraken ultimates, it's just that Hellborn team is just all grouping up. I mean, Pharaoh even ran in there, though.
Yeah, I thought I was having a bad dream about previous events, but it just turned out that they totally got raped again. To the exact same situation. Interesting that we have a little bit of redundant disables going on now. Like the Hellborn, the Legion doesn't even need to be using all their skills so quickly together. We have Succubus using her ult both team fights while on a player that's already in the Kraken ultimate. So they are not really going anywhere.
You're mine.
Hook coming out from Devourer, landing on that Plague Rider. This could be a good pick off right here.
He does not get
He's in a lot of trouble.
ultimate off.
He gets torrented to death. The Kraken pushing Pharaoh out of his own walls. On top of that, he climbs up the cliff. S2 right there, baby. And then he's in a lot of trouble still. He's going down. Pestilence taking him out. Scout trying to do some damage here. Pestilence getting Succubus will be taken out. Ult coming out on the Pharaoh from Pestilence. And then Scout ultimate coming out, doing a lot of damage to Pestilence. Pestilence is in a lot of trouble. He's not going to get the kill here. It's a 2-for-2 situation here.
Oh, Bubbles manning up
right now, but Bubbles says, no, you are not backing out right now. And then Devourer in a lot of trouble. Glacius going down. Oh, Devourer tries to ult Bubbles. He denies himself.
This game?
Oh, I believe that's the second or third. But not a very good team fight for that Legion team here. They were having some good team fights, turtling in their base, trying to keep it alive now. But Bubbles is going for the push. Scout picking up a Brutalizer here. Bubbles pushing this up. He's getting. Oh nope, he's taking some creep damage. It looked like. Ginger Ninja disconnects. That is not very good. Kraken ultimate coming out on the Scout. Scout's gonna take the damage, but Bubbles doing a lot of damage. He gets the dumpster
massive
on him. Oh, the rumor is the dumpster's behind the river, but right now it's in the middle of the Legion base. Oh, the slow coming out from from Succubus. She sleeps him. Ginger Ninja actually reconnecting. Oh, and ult Bubbles with the no stone though, just getting
blasting some creeps up.
Ultimate coming out, bouncing to the creeps though. Getting some good fun with that.
Yeah, Scout's
doing a lot of damage with that shield breaker though.
And Pharaoh, I have to say, Pharaoh's probably going down here.
I mean, with that level 3 shield, and Succubus, oh no, Lazim still got the kill. I thought Succubus got it with that heartache. I was like, oh man. So 3 players down for the Legion team. I mean, they come back. The Legion team, ultimate going on to Nomad here. Pestilence just running away though. Yeah, he could have.
Ooh, very close.
But he's pretty low, so it's probably weird that he's backing out.
But Nomad says, "Eat my dirt."
Yeah, Bubbles here. Oh, Bubbles here farming this top lane
about
here.
3 steps to
about
blast
1/3 health left.
Walking
you know,
is
he could have just like shell surfed and then silenced.
Much too slow.
They want to kick OG Freestyle. I'm not sure why they would want to kick him. I mean, that Plague Rider ultimate is pretty massive in those team fights.
Not pleasant
I mean, I can see that. I mean, it is the Han community after all. 1,500 pubs, these are the worst. You just have people calling each other trash and just like, this is my house or some bullshit, you know. Oh, Pestilence chasing Nomad here. Nomad's gonna Mirage Strike. He sees Pharaoh, he's gonna start backing out of there. Good choice by Pestilence because the rest of the team was following right behind him. Kraken in a lot of trouble though.
Does not get the ultimate off.
Kraken can't even get his ultimate off. He was silenced by that Bubbles. Scout doing a lot of damage here. Pestilence is gonna go down, it looks like. Oh, he's running the Hellfire on him. He's gonna finish the kill. Patrick Star picking up that double tap. Ultimate from Scout coming onto that Devourer. Devourer in a lot of trouble. They are chasing. He was most likely gonna go down.
Was not a deny that time.
He still goes down. Crisis. It was the dumpster is just appearing on this Legion side. It looks like they want to kick Zoifix now.
It's interesting.
The Legion is called to vote to concede.
When your team is winning,
the Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
Your teammates, you know something is probably a little bit wrong.
Yeah, but Scout ultimate coming on that Succubus. Shell Surf coming out. Silence.
Decent coordination.
Crisis Core picks up another kill. He is 14-2 right now, dominating this game. He's playing phenomenal bubbles against these guys. Then you got that 8-8 OG Freestyle, OGC Freestyle. I'm Flash on that Scout, 8-4, 6-8 on that Nomad for Zoifix. Patrick Star, 8-11. And then on the Legion team, you got 10-10 Devour, which is probably 10-8, I believe, because those denies. Lazim picking up that 9-7 on that Pestilence, getting taken out pretty easily. Doesn't have much survivability. He's got a Warp Clef now, so he's going for Demonic Breastplate, I believe, and Charged Hammer. I would hope it's Demonic Breastplate. And that Trina 5-12 on Glacius, 5-7 on Ginger Ninja on Succubus, and Lightoramus on 4-11 on that Kraken. It's just not looking good. Bubbles over 400 GPM right now. He's pretty much snowballing out of control. Oh, the ultimate coming out from Succubus here. They are trying to take out Glacius and Succubus here, the 2 supports. They are trying to kill this Bubbles. And Bubbles comes out of the hold, and there is not much they can do. Kraken, Torrents, Nomad. But Glacius, they're still trying to go for Bubbles. The portal
Pharaoh saves Nomad there and takes a Kraken ultimate to the face.
Ultimate coming down. And the hook on the Bubbles. Coming out again. Crisis Core, another Ultimate Warrior. That Plague Rider ultimate taking out a lot of people. I mean, you lost 4
because Pharaoh came in and actually supported Nomad pretty well. Ulting Devour.
Game over. Hellborn wins.
The hold.
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
And that's the game. We had Bubbles here just wrecking everything. Everyone's disconnected. It was fun. What did you think of that game?
It was a little bit back and forth at the beginning, trying to see like who would start to take over. I have to say that Devourer, even though he did all the roaming and ganking that he did, his GPM was really poor, and you know, at the end of the game he's got a bottle, striders, his headdress, and a random armor item. So it's a little bit depressing. That's what happens when you don't, like, if you don't manage your ports effectively, I think is probably the main reason, because he's trying to stride all around the map, and it's just not fast enough. You can't kill people fast enough to make up for the GPM lost.
Well, with that Bubbles in that mid lane, just taking over about 300 GPM the entire game at least, getting up to 453 in the end, really just, in a way, just carrying his team, getting those good ultimates off, initiating correctly. I mean, I don't think I saw Pharaoh initiate any fights. I mean,
Pharaoh
it was Bubbles
initiated
mainly
some
in the
team
front
fights
lines
with his
Pharaoh
face by just getting caught out instead of catching anybody out. But, yeah.
I mean, well, thank you for tuning in. It was an honor. That was our first game. A little rocky. I mean, missed a couple kills here and there, but overall, I mean, there was some great team fights. I thought,
Exactly.
especially those Kraken ultimates that just came out of nowhere. It's just like 5 people in Kraken, and then Glacy's just downpouring on them. But that was fun. We'll be looking to do more of these, hopefully, and we'll see the community reaction to what we want to do.
If you like what we're doing,
and
please tell us, because we need the positive encouragement at this point. Also, if we're doing something wrong, let us know. We'll try and fix it, because we want to make this, like Slant said, a regular thing. We want to start casting more. We obviously need some practice. We're a little rough. But ultimately, we think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple plans here. I want to get the community involved. I mean, I want to have community guest casters with us sometimes. You know, start doing like a Mid Wars Monday thing, maybe Fun Cast Friday, with all random duplicate heroes. See a whole bunch of pestilences, like get 3 pestilences in one game and see what happens. Just everyone ulting that one person, not doing anything. But thanks for watching. Have a nice day. What a